What's up, everyone? How's it going? So today I'm going to review the fourth installment in the Ice Age franchise, Ice Age Continental Drift. So Ice Age Continental Drift is the fourth installment in the Ice Age franchise, and it takes place a few years after the third film. Peaches is now a teenager, and she has a crush on this mammoth named Ethan, just like me. But Manny doesn't approve of this, so they both have a falling out. But this is the most terrible time for them to do it because the continents are drifting apart from each other. And so Sid, Diego, and Manny, they all get lost on a block of ice and are drifted off to sea. And now Manny, Sid, and Diego must get back to the rest of the Ice Age crew before it's too late. They are also being hunted down by this group of ragtag pirates who want Manny to join their crew because they think he could be really tough and useful to their crew. So, they're the antagonists of the feature, so let's get on with this review. Now, if you guys have seen my Dawn of the Dinosaurs review, then you know that I think that is the absolute best movie in the whole Ice Age series. By far. And I gotta be honest, Continental Drift is my second favorite. First off, the animation is a whole lot better than all the other Ice Age films, except for Collision Course, which came out 4 years later. But the animation is still beautiful to look at. It's definitely some of the best animation I've ever seen from the studio. So, like I said, the antagonists are the pirates, and they're being led by this pirate named Captain Gut, who is an ape voiced by Peter Dinklage. Perfect casting. He totally kills it as Captain Gut. Also, the characters are very well developed in this one as well. I think we did need an Ice Age 4. This one is very necessary. People say it should have stopped at 3. Well, no, because we need to see what happened to Peaches. We also need to well, that's all really. People didn't want this at the time. It was critically panned, but it became the second highest grossing in the series. And, honestly, I can see why. This one is a very, very enjoyable movie. People say it's a retread of the second film. Well, I don't mind that. They did it better than the second film. I've never really liked the second film anyway. This one does it way better. It is a much more enjoyable movie. And if they wanted to end it here, they totally could have, because there's a cliffhanger where Scrat finds Scratlantis, but he accidentally causes Scratlantis to go under, which causes all water to dry out, causing, the whole Earth to become just a barren desert. And that would have been the perfect way to kill off the Ice Age and to pretty much end the franchise. That would have been the perfect ending right there. But of course they didn't do that. They went ahead with the fifth film. You know what? I'll give my thoughts out on Collision Course when I get to that film. Let's focus on Continental Drift for now. Also, some of the jokes are funny, like when Sid eats a lotus berry and he gets paralyzed for that whole entire scene until later he snaps out of it. That was pretty hilarious. Also, Scrat's acorn gags, even though Scrat is not in this, those gags are still funny. He's actually the cause of the Continental Drift. He was also the cause of the Ice Age and the Meltdown and Dawn of the Dinosaurs. So it makes sense for him to cause Continental Drift. Like Animat has said, the gags are some of the best scenes in the movie. Shira, Diego's love interest, is also a pretty cool character too. I actually like that they gave him a love interest. And when they make fun of him for that, that's really funny. There's a lot of enjoyable moments in this movie. I don't know why people hate this movie. The songs are good. Master of the Seas. That was a pretty catchy song. And the climax, it's definitely one of the best climax in the whole entire Ice Age series. Actually, yeah, it's the best climax in the whole entire Ice Age series. That was the most memorable thing about Ice Age Continental Drift, was that climax where Manny and Gut are on this big block of ice, and they're sliding down to their doom, and they're having a final showdown. Manny uh, seems to be losing to Gut because Gut is fantastic with a sword, and he does a lot of stunts. He swings from vines, and he can kick Manny in the trunk and knock him down. So it was pretty intense. I actually cared about what was going on in that scene. Um, Also, I can find Granny to be a little bit annoying in this movie, but she's also really funny sometimes. There is a flaw in this movie though. Like they introduce Sid's parents early on in the film, but they leave like the next minute saying that they just wanted to get rid of Granny. Uh, that doesn't really make any sense, but other than that, I'd say Ice Age Continental Drift is almost as good as Dawn of the Dinosaurs. I would definitely recommend that you give Ice Age Continental Drift a watch. Even if you're not a fan of this series, you'll probably enjoy it. It's definitely one of the better Ice Age movies. So I give Ice Age Continental Drift an 8 out of 10. It's almost as good as Dawn of the Dinosaurs. It's definitely better animated. This is one of the best looking Blue Sky movies. Definitely give this a watch. I'll see you guys later. This is also one of the best films of 2012, right alongside Madagascar 3 and Hotel Transylvania. Also, it is way better than Disney Pixar's Brave, by far, and a lot better than Paranorman.